Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon and good evening for me. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. I haven't done a video like this in a very long time and I think that's because I've moved into well, that's a great start. And I think it's because I've moved into a new house in uni, so, you know, I have to get used to thinner walls and being comfortable to talk to you guys on camera without, you know, giving a shit that other people can hear. Today, I thought I'd do a little catch up, look back at ClexaCon video, talk about a few more things that I wanted to explain in better detail. Because my highlight video was very short. That was only part of my experience of the weekend, so I just want to run through what my experience was. And if any of you guys did go to ClexaCon, I would love for you to comment below just so we can all get to know each other a bit more. And I'm sure you guys will return next year and it'd be so cool to meet a few new people, talk to a few more people that will probably attend next year, and you know, just keep the community going. So we'll start with Friday. Me and my friend Victoria went together. We both go to the same uni, we both study film, so for us this was like a business sort of adventure, if you will, but also a fun adventure. So we got an early coach and arrived at about 12 PM and check-in wasn't due until 1, so we dropped our bags off, went and explored, went to this really nice food market in Hammersmith, and I think she got some empanadas and I got a nice goat curry because I love my Caribbean food. We had some of that, we sat in the park, chilled for a bit with the pigeons, you know, typical London pigeons. Then we went back to the hostel and our plans from then were just to go on a night out, but at that time it was about like 2:30, so we had a long wait and we didn't want to sit in the room all day, but there was nothing else to do. So ClexaCon had this new event pop up that was a screening of I Can't Think Straight followed by a clairvoyant episode. That was at the Prince Charles Cinema in Soho, which I'd been to before for a previous festival, which was a feminist horror film festival called We Are the Weirdos. So having known the cinema and enjoyed it previously, I thought, you know, we have time, why not go? So we booked tickets and headed off to Soho, which is always a fun experience. I'll have to do a separate review video if I Can't Think Straight. I mean, I could go on and on and on about that film, but I won't yet. We'll follow this video probably with a review of that one. It was really nice and it was lovely. I love going to screenings with Q&As because I just think it's so important to meet the creators of things, you know, to help promote, and it's just nice knowing who was behind the camera and where certain perks of the film had like originally come from. When I say that, I mean stuff like the style of comedy writing and stuff. Sometimes when you meet the creator you can see that style from the creator's like personality, and even finding out that, you know, the story was a true story from the writer was amazing and beautiful. I don't know, it just warmed my heart every time I saw them at the weekend. So yeah, there was that. There was the clairvoyant screening where Natasha introduced clairvoyant, and that was cool. Seeing it on a big screen, like a digi-series episode, was very interesting, but it was nice to see something that you're used to seeing on your own and then you can finally see it with a community where everyone understands and probably knows about that sort of film. So that was really cool. And then after that we'd never been out in Soho, so it was about 9 o'clock when we got out, which is, if you guys go out, it's very bloody early, like not even pre's start at that point. But, you know, we were in Soho, so we thought, okay, let's go to a club. So we hit She Bar in Soho, which was really nice. I have to admit, drink prices quite expensive, but we shared a bottle of vodka before the screening, so I think we were sorted. FYI, it's fun to see a film when you're drunk. not recommended for everyone. That was really cool. And then we got a bit bored, so we went to GAY, and then GAY wasn't as good as Sheba, so we went back to Sheba, and that was all until about 1:30 in the morning. And then we just got the train back and, you know, hit the shack before the next day when the convention technically started. And then that leads on to Saturday. So on Saturday I got up. Victoria had already left because she was volunteering on the AV crew, and I wasn't volunteering, so I was just attending. So she had to go early in the morning. I took a while getting ready in the morning, and so I headed to the convention. It was really fun. I saw every single main panel from the Saturday, and that's mainly because I didn't know anyone going to this convention. I literally only knew Victoria, and because she was working as a volunteer, I mainly stayed with her, helped out where I could, got to know people there. So thank you very much to the volunteers from the main panel for allowing me to be around you guys, because I would have been very lost and not had the best experience from the weekend. I really learnt that conventions like these are good because you meet people, and it's a community where everyone understands each other and there's complete acceptance, and I felt very comfortable around other people. So because I got to know the volunteers there, thank you very much guys. Yeah, so I saw all the main panels. I had my Natasha photo op, which was cool. I hung around the autograph stand quite a bit just because the volunteers there were also the ones from the main panel, so I got to know them. And then through that I ended up having a bit of banter with a few of the volunteers and Jamie Clayton from Sense8. I didn't know who she was at the time. I felt really bad. I knew she was talent because it was the autograph stand. But we just spoke, having chit chat. It was quite cool. And then later on I found out she was from Sense8, and I saw her panel that day later on. And she is such a fucking cool person. Oh my god. I think I've said this before, or I might not have said it before. I think I vlogged it, that her energy, you just get like roped into it. You want to have her energy, but she is awesome, and I'm definitely gonna put Sense8 on my watch list now, because I've heard a lot about her in person not being the same to her character. So it'd be interesting to see the contrast and the acting there. There was a lot of people that I know from social media that I met on the Saturday, or I noticed on the Saturday. So there's Eragon the dog I've seen a lot about, Hannah from Tea and Biscuits, because I regularly go on Tea and Biscuits. It's a fun little community, you know, after an episode screens it's great to talk about Winona at. So it was cool seeing Hannah, and then I spoke to her at the meetup the next day, which was really cool. And then it goes on to the dinner, and before I talk about this, okay guys, so I'm editing the footage now, and I've decided that everything I say regarding the dinner and the evening I would rather leave for a separate video, so I could go into more detail about how I felt and not make this like a half-hour episode. So go watch that video. I will upload it around the same time as this one. It'll give you a bigger insight into what it's like to personally meet certain talents and people, I guess, and yeah, I'll just explain more there. So moving on to after the dinner. After that, me and Victoria ended up meeting a group of people that literally we just walked past and they said, do you want a drink? And we said, yeah, sure. And then we sat about 7 of us, had drinks, had laughs, and we're still talking to this day. It's still going well. I mean, I say that, it's not even been a week. Oh no, this Sunday. Okay, ClexaCon would have finished this time last week, so that's quite nice that, you know, we're still chatting. On the Sunday, I had a second photo op, of which I felt very uncomfortable because my previous experience the night before with that talent, you know, affected the way I felt. So when I approached the photo op, I usually would have been bubbly and sociable, but I just stared and smiled because all my anxieties just tumbled back, which is funny because it's literally just a photo op. You just go and fucking walk and smile and take a picture, but you know, the amount of things that run through people's heads, it's insane. Then had Dana's editing workshop, which was really cool because now it makes me think the work I put on YouTube, would I be interested in writing about that? And I did do English A-level, so I shouldn't be too bad, but I think that would be something fun to look into doing in my spare time a bit more. And she incited us a lot into some exciting things, and we both had a leather jacket on. She saw that mine was annoying me, kind of like this, just like flapping about, so she gave me a little pin badge that I'll probably put a picture here of if I have it. So that was really nice. She's such a funny woman, she's so cool. It was really funny, me and Victoria went to the toilet after her workshop and I started talking about some of my ideas, and then she comes out of the toilet and I'm just like, awkward. But it was really cool, she was really lovely. And yeah, so that happened. There was a Winona meetup where we got to sign the book for the crew. That was really nice, seeing everyone just singing a song, having some biscuits, cool little chill out. And then it was just the rest of the panels for the rest of the day. I think I completely forgot, it was either Saturday or Sunday, but we had a boogie with Elise, which was really funny. The music just came on, we started dancing, then she joined us and we had like a little dance sesh, which was really funny. Moments like that remind you that they're fucking people, and I do say that half annoyed because I think people forget that a lot, and it's hard for them to say because that's then like them saying that to everyone that looks up to them, when it's not. It's just the odd few people that go too far and forget that. I know on Twitter as well, I see so many people comment as if they're their best friends, and it's like, can't do that, because some of the things you're saying are really rude, and they may not seem rude because you'd say that to a normal person that you know closely, but you don't know them closely, you don't know them well at all, so don't be saying shit that's going to make them uncomfortable. Like, so simple. Yeah, so that was cool. The last panel was clairvoyant, which was really sad to, you know that that was going to be the end of the weekend. Then everyone packed away and we had to say goodbye to our friends until next time, of course. And then we went home, and I still have the blues. I feel like I could just live in that environment forever because everyone understands everyone, and having to come back to a heteronormative society is just like the most depressing thing ever. Like, I love how it is, just if there was a bit more queer, that would be great. And since then, this is the weirdest thing for me. The people we met and became friendly with, we are now planning to volunteer at Las Vegas next year together. I would never have ever thought of that. Like, at first it was just an idea and, you know, something you say, haha, funny if ... But then we were all like, no, let's do it. And I told my parents thinking, oh shit, they're gonna hate me. And they said, no, like, you're gonna look back and be glad you did this. You're only young once. I just thought, you know what? When I'm older, I will look back on this and think, I am so glad I did it. And during uni as well, when like I have no money, because I know after uni I want to get working straight away, but to think I'll be doing this mid-uni, going to America and being very independent, which is insane. And I really look forward to seeing everyone again. It was only like 2 days that I knew these people, but just having such common interests and even that discussion on Saturday night made me so comfortable with them that I think we all know that once we meet it will go back to feeling how we did last weekend, and it will be the best time of our lives. So I really look forward to that, and hopefully this time I will be volunteering. If I don't, I'll cry, but I hope so. So please, ClexaCon, let me volunteer this time. This video was just going to be about how I felt about the Saturday night, but I think, you know, just thought I'd run through a few things of the weekend, chat to you guys a bit about it. And yeah, hopefully I apologise if I have upset anyone through my opinion. I understand it's very controversial and I wasn't even sure if I was going to talk about it or not, because really for me it's selfish to bring it up on behalf of everyone, but really, do other people feel the same, and is that why it's not being discussed? Or maybe it doesn't need to be discussed, we don't know. But I just think it's a good topic to talk about between us as a community and with everyone that we look up to within the community. If anyone watches this and, you know, understands what I'm on about, I hope that you notice it if you ever do it in your own life, or if you notice it in other people's, you know, just get you don't have to act on it, just have a better understanding of, you know, these people are humans and the online world could be very toxic and you can forget how you are online quite a lot. And it wasn't until I saw everyone in the flesh this weekend that, you know, it really hit me that these people are just people like us with emotions, and it made me see that some of the things that are being said are probably affecting them. I know there's one ultimate fan I've now unfollowed, but I would see them reply to everything on Twitter and it was uncomfortable, and a lot of the stuff they said they actually had to apologise. Camera turned off, and they had to always apologise for things they were saying because it wasn't appropriate. And it's like, if you just realise that, then maybe the community could be like closer together. Not saying it's not, it so is, but you know, I think we think about ourselves a lot in these situations and not about the people that it's really affecting. And if they are, you know, the people we look up to want to talk about it more, I think, you know, they should be able to without having to worry about, you know, feeling selfish or upsetting people, because at the end of the day, they're one person, then they've got thousands of people looking up to them and saying things to them, and you know, the comments they get on a daily basis from us may be affecting them a lot. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I hope you understand, guys, and thank you for watching. I will follow this with a film review if I can't think straight. I'll try and upload more. I just think it'll be a struggle because at uni at the minute it's very busy. I am producing a film at the minute. But also I want to know what you guys want me doing a bit more, because really it's the film stuff that gets more views, like when I show you other bits and bobs. But I want to know what you guys want to see. You may not want to see anything. I may just be uploading this and, you know, just getting views from friends, but hey ho. Love you all. Please give this a like if you enjoyed me bringing up the controversial topic and want me to try and talk about it a bit more. Maybe have Victoria come on my channel to discuss it a bit more. And please subscribe because it always helps. And if you guys do subscribe, I will go out there and get much more BTS footage and other bits and go to more screenings and take you on more journeys with me, because if I know you guys are enjoying the vlogs, I'm more likely to do them in London, etc. So thank you very much for watching. I will speak to you guys soon and have a good week. Bye guys.